Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Clinton Howell Team's Weekly Market Update. I'm your host, Clinton Howell, and what the Howell is going on? I'm a real estate broker, Teddy here, real estate barker, as you know. He likes to join in some of these updates. What is going on? Well, first of all, we've got so much economic uncertainty in the world right now. You know, with the U.S. administration constantly changing their mind of what they're going to do, what path they're going to take, tariff this, tariff that, take away the tariffs. And then at the same time, we've got war issues happening in the Middle East and conflicts happening just around the world in general. So there's so much uncertainty. So we've seen the Bank of Canada take a different approach. They've kind of paused their cooling that was happening. We had the multiple interest rate drops, several decisions in a row, and they've sort of paused on that whole process the last time they made the decision to stay put. Inflation is coming in under the targets, which is good. Tariffs may cause inflation to start going back up again. So we're all a little bit kind of wait and see right now. Bank of Canada included. The next decision is the end of July. We'll see what happens, but word on the street is they'll probably stay put unless there's a significant change from what's happening right now. What is specifically happening in the real estate markets? Well, if we take a look at the Escarpment RE Niagara Appointment Centre information, we get some good insights into the buyer activity, the demand side of the business. 2021 had the highest buyer traffic per sale. The frenzy was real. 2019 was surprisingly inefficient, high appointments, fewer conversions. In 2025, it's more efficient than the most recent years, suggesting very motivated buyers, but not a red-hot market. It's been a buyer's market condition. Buyer behavior in 2025 is shifting when it comes to buyer quality versus just quantity. So we've got higher quality buyers this year. 2025 buyers are more serious, fewer showings needed, but decisive. Pricing with precision, higher conversion rates is the result. So precision pricing is very, very important because the buyers right now are very savvy. They're looking for deals. They want conditions included in their offers, and they're getting them. So it's a great time to buy. It's a great time to upgrade. If you're looking to retire and sell your property and the timing's right, chances are you bought your property a long time ago and you've got a good game there as well. So, do what you need to do. In terms of the local markets, if we start with Burlington, we've got an increase in listings compared to last week. We've also got a slight increase in the number of sales in the past 30 days compared to a week ago. We've got just over 4 months worth of supply, which is relatively high, and we're seeing absorption rate of about 36% based on the last 30 days, which is considered a buyer's market still. So the absorption rate is the sales versus new listings. Median days on market unchanged at 19 days, and the average days on market for properties that are selling is 35. The cumulative days on market, when you take into account cancels, relists, things like that, this is actually starting to come down a bit. The average is 44 days on market for Burlington, and we're seeing typical negotiations of around 3% off the asking price. In the Hamilton area, listings have increased very slightly from last week. Number of sales in the past 30 days is also up slightly. We've got just under 5 months worth of supply, which is a lot of supply. Also a buyer's market in Hamilton, 38% on the absorption ratio. Median days on market is 22 days, just over 3 weeks, average 37 days. So if you precision price, open to reasonable negotiation, this is typically what we're seeing, 3 to 4.5 weeks. Cumulative days on market, so if you take into account cancels, relists, all these types of things, the average is 55 days on market. If your property is overpriced, it's going to sit. That's just the way it is. And sometimes you need to go on the market to learn exactly how the market perceives that and to decide exactly how you're pricing. And if it needs to be reposition it, get your sale done. We're seeing, again, just under 3% negotiations, typically for successful trades in Hamilton. In the Oakville area, we have seen a slight increase in listings again, a consistent trend. Sales over the past 30 days is slightly down compared to last week, and we're seeing just under 5 months worth of supply of inventory, 30% on the absorption. So again, strong buyer's market in Oakville. Median days on market is 20, average of 29. So again, we got in Oakville, 3 to 4 weeks again, typical for the successful sales, and the cumulative average is about 52 days on market. We're seeing a bit more negotiating room in Oakville. We're seeing just over 4% off as being the typical median for negotiations of the sold price versus the initial list price. That's all I have for you today. Love to hear from you. If you have any questions, please drop me a DM. Talk to you soon.